All right. Welcome, everybody. I hope you can hear me well. This is Christian Wiesner, CEO WellStar from the headquarters of Berlin with the live and online webinar of the WellStar opportunity. And also right after this, very quickly, how to make 100K your first year starter training. So I want to welcome all the guests, which I can see coming all over from Europe. Welcome here to our online presentation, and the next, let's say, 30 to 45 minutes, I want to share why this company is growing so quickly all over Europe, meanwhile now in 15 countries, and why we will expand furthermore to make sure this will be very quickly be the #1 beauty direct sales company in Europe. So let's get started immediately. What is it all about? And you see here, this is our company, WellStar International. We are working in the both two biggest trends at all. And the one is, of course, we're a global leader in bionic youth activation, and that is driven by the beauty device revolution. Because we all know that normal creams don't work, so the traditional beauty market is over, and the next beauty market will be driven not by creams, but by professional beauty devices. And it's like the normal phone was substituted by the smartphone. This huge change made new companies get extremely big. Now Apple is one of the biggest companies in the world. Actually, it's the biggest company in the world. So this is also an opportunity to be the first company as a leader in the new revolutionary market of the beauty device revolution, and be a multi-billion euro company, being one of the first companies starting this revolution. And the second area where we are active in is the social club selling. This means the way we market the product to the end customer, and that's a totally different new way, which I will tell you also more about in a minute. And as you can see already from the picture, we have been featured and promoted already in big economic newspapers like the Manager magazine, which just contributed to our success of growing more than 1,000% in sales in a single year. So that are fantastic numbers, and it's a fantastic vision. And now let's talk again about the markets. And as you can see, the growth markets #1 are the beauty and the diet markets, because nearly everybody in Europe has a problem in one of these both areas. They want to lose weight, or they want to look younger, or they want to do both. And the interesting fact is that the old and traditional ways, creams and diets, don't work for anybody. 99% of the people do not have any results whatsoever, and the 1% that have results, they go to the beauty spas. They can afford professional help from doctors and pay thousands of euros for professional treatment. So this is very, very important, and therefore we have a fantastic timing, being right at the beginning of a market of a new revolution, as we call it, the beauty device revolution. And what does it actually mean? It means that a device, that technology, takes over the functionality of the creams that do not work. Because technology can do results for our skin and for our body, for our beauty actually, that never was possible before that technology was there in place. So I will tell you a little bit more about this technology and why everybody in the future will either have a facelifter or a body lifter at home, and why nobody will use normal creams anymore, because everybody knows they just don't work. So this is a huge market. We are right at the beginning of that revolution. It's a 300 billion euro strong market, and we will be the market leader in this market. So you can see the potential all of this market when we grow big with this market. So let's have a look. How does it work? And you see here an overview. The first machine, the product that we are selling, is the facelifter, and it has already 3 of the number of the best technologies that are sold in the spas and the beauty clinics for lots of money. So if you're a professional customer, you have some good money and you want to have good results in looking younger, or have tightened facial skin, or losing superficial fat, the best doctors will offer you in the clinics iontophoresis, EMS, or radio frequency. And those 3 technologies, as you can read it everywhere on the internet, are success proven for more than 10 years by studies and millions of people that use this in the world. So it's nothing new. The new thing that we do is that we make it available for an affordable, mobile, at-home usage device. So we have all these 3 technologies for use it at home. The autophoresis, for instance, channels the ingredients into the deep layer like needles where they really work, because normal creams don't go deep and have no effect. So this is a high-tech technology that channels the ingredients very deep, like hyaluronic acid, that makes sure that we produce natural elastin and collagen again. So you have the same treatment like in the beauty spa that costs there hundreds of euros for approximately €1 per treatment at home, which is a fantastic revolution. And also the EMS, electromuscular stimulation, for stimulating the muscles below the skin, also professional technology for lifting the skin without any surgery, perfect technology. And the radio frequency for raising up the fat metabolism by radio wave heat into the deeper layer, and therefore eliminating fat in the face and with a body lifter even all over the body in your problem areas. So we saved and patented technologies under the name MST, multi-synchronous technology for mobile device usage. And as you can see already here in the next picture on the right side, we have here our facelifter with all the 3 technologies, and all we have to do, we don't have to explain it. Way. Number 2 is tighten facial skin, makes it up to 10-15 years younger. And number 3 is breaking down facial and body fat. And there's even a German university that we did with the best clinic in Berlin, Germany, that proved by study that the average person has up to 10 times more hyaluronic acid in the skin than before the first treatment after only 1 week. So you see, this is not like a 12 or 24-month program. Customers have more success and see more success in a very, very short-term time, and that is very important. If you want to sell a product, people do not want to wait 6 months before they see results. Here, they see incredible results immediately, and you see here about £1.30, about €1.50 per treatment, which is a ridiculous price, so everybody can afford this. Now, you see here some pictures, and the difference of the pictures from the left to the right, that happened nearly between 2 to 4, sometimes 6 weeks. Unbelievable, fantastic results. You see here hard wrinkles, hard to take it away on the forehead, and also here those wrinkles between the eyebrows, very bad normally. You can eliminate that very nicely. And then, of course, you see here under the eyes is a special area because it's the first place where you look when you see a person, and you see a swollen eyes, you have dark spots, you have eye bags, and everything there around there. And you can work this very, very well with the facelift and make people appearance younger 5 to 10 years within 2 to 4 weeks, very, very quickly. So people really love the facelifter, and they don't want to miss device. And very important, you cannot give any of these results with a normal cream. Also not with this quick fix creams, as you might know, this 3 minutes or 5 minutes cream that glue the wrinkles, and you know it disappears the wrinkles in the night, and then as soon as they wash themselves in the morning, all the rubbish is there again and all the wrinkles appear again. So that is not what we do. What we do is professional treatment like the clinics, but for home use. So these are long-lasting, absolutely superb results. And this is why our customers are excited. We sold more than 100,000 machines within the first 24 months. So you see, this is a truly a revolution. Even big wrinkles like nasolabial wrinkles that you hardly ever get away with any thing, we can really work. And some people even don't know that that is a wrinkle. I have people coming to me and say, but Mr. Wiesner, that is my genetics. This is my face. And I say, no, that's not a face. That is a wrinkle. Trust me. And we can work that. And that's very important because having that nasolabial wrinkles gives people quite a negative expression, and we can help them there very nicely. So not only we have a study, the best universities in the world have studied since more than 10 years, right, about the human essence. There's books been written about it. The biggest magazine, like the biggest magazine in Germany, the Stern, had a front cover story about it. Dream of eternal youth, coming now to the University of Washington, talks about gerontophoresis, and everybody talks about this huge trend now coming to people's home. And the important thing is we are the only direct selling company, we're the only network marketing company with a full range of beauty devices on top level niveau. So that is why we are the trendsetter #1, and we even developed the smallest lifter in the world with full working gerontophoresis. This eye lifter has the size of a pen, so it's actually a James Bond lifter, right? So you just take off the cap and you have a button on the back, and magically the gerontophoresis starts. And the good thing is it's so small, you can have it in every bag, you can carry it around in the car. Women can have it in their handbag, so if they go out and they feel a little bit tired or unfresh, they just go to the toilet and give them a quick eye lifting like in the clinic and look fresh and years younger. So we had some people that really would not believe how great these results are. We gave them the treatment, of course, only on one side, and then they would go out and all their friends would tell them, what happened to your face? You know, your left eye looks so funny. What did you do? And they said, nothing. I just got a treatment on my right eye. And that is how it is. You know, people see a difference. Strangers talk to you. What happened to you after only one treatment? So absolutely revolutionary. If you just compare and all the other networks where you have to convince people about any e-commerce businesses or telecom businesses or nutrition business, people talk and talk and talk, and in the end they just sign up partners. They have no customers, they have no sales, no follow-up, so in the end they work all the years for nothing because they start on zero every single day. Here we build up distributors, clubs, right, partners, and we have strong sales coming through every partners from thousands of euro and huge provision coming with that. So that is absolutely not comparable to anything that you ever heard. And that is very important to understand. Talking about one of my favorite products, I like to do sport, but I'm also a pizza fan, so I like to eat, and I always have these problems with a few extra pounds on my hips, so I was always think of what can I do, more training. I don't have the time, and I don't want to really stop eating my favorite pizzas, so I really didn't know what to do, and then the body lifter came into place, and since then, of course, I'm a happy man. Why? Because here you have 10 times the strength of the facelifter for radio frequency. And what it does without any pain or side effects, it goes through the layers of your skin into the third layer, which is called subcutis. And this subcutis is the area where you have your fatty cells. And there exactly the radio waves go and heat up that fatty cells to 42 to 46 degrees. And what it does is when you have that temperature, the fat metabolism increases so much that the cells open, the doors open, the walls open, and the triglycerides, that's how the fat cells called, the triglycerides get out of the fat cells and therefore are transported out of the body through our normal lymph system. The only limit is our body, the lymph system, because you cannot transport 10 kilograms in one night. So it makes no sense to have a 10-hour treatment in one evening. But if you do 3 sessions for 20 minutes on your problem zones, you easily lose 1 up to 2 kilograms every week. So after 6 to 10 weeks, you have a perfect body. You can eliminate problem zones, fat all over the body. We have women eliminating cellulite because we even have a program for removing cellulite by strengthening the tissue and strengthening the skin. So this is not a normal diet. This is body forming of the next century. Again, You cannot compare to any diet because technology outperforms old recipes by far. That's like comparing a bicycle with the newest Aston Martin. You know, I drive one, so trust me, you're always quicker than the best bicycle driver. And he'll tell you, but I have fresh air and I love bicycle driving. You say, well, very nice. But guess what? Who's the first when it comes to reaching goals? You know, I must touch quicker and not even sweat. So this is what is the advantage using technology instead of getting a headache with old recipes. Using creams, going to diet. Guys, this is old century. That's totally out school. And now with this beauty device revolution, you know, again, we did not invent these technologies. We just brought them on mobile for home use for a very, very special price. We're really helping everybody out there to have a better you, a newer you, how we say it. We discover a new you with new technology in a very short period of time. So that is absolutely fantastic. Again, here you see fantastic, unbelievable pictures. The lower picture is very nice because here we had really very bad cellulite that has been worked in weeks to zero. And please do ask any woman after she has been pregnant how she feels in her body. Normally not very well. Why? Because it's normal that you put off a lot of weight, and it's not so easy to get this weight off, especially also your tissue is weak. You see a lot of wrinkles there. So women not feel comfortable about themselves. And now we can help them. We can go in and say, look, there's a very easy and simple way where you, without going to the fitness studio 3 times a week, which you can't do anyway because you have kids, you can stay home with your kids, they play in front of you, and you just sit on the couch and give yourself a treatment. I mean, come on. This is a dream come true for everybody that wants to have a nice body without spending a fortune for personal trainers and for stupid diets that just make you miserable and have no long-term results. So again, you see these pictures, and they are not like, you know, people think like, oh, maybe these are Photoshop pictures. You know, go to Facebook and put in WellStar Byas, and you find thousands of partners and customers which upload their own pictures, and they're totally crazy for the results. So this is a phenomenon. We do not talk about if this product works. The question is, now we sold 100,000. We're going to sell 100 million within the next 5 years. And the question is, will we sell them in your team or in somebody else's team? This revolution will generate billions over billions for those people that understand how a revolution is created. In the beginning, the pioneers, this is what we are. You know, people, first face, they love about it. All right, so they ridicule it and they can't believe it, and they say, but I never saw something like that. They say, well, you know what, that's why it's new, because you never saw that, right? And then phase number 2 is they fight it. They say, it's not possible, you know, and the competition, of course, is angry because you take all the market. That's what we're doing right now. And number 3, in the end, you know, think about the iPhone, the iPad, or the computer, or the microwave. And people always do like it was always there. It's natural for them, and it will be absolutely natural that everybody in 5 years has a bias system at their home. You know, this will be very simply like everybody has that. Everybody has an iPhone, everybody has a Samsung, and everybody has a bias. So that is absolutely normal. Face and body lifter will be normal in the house like a washing machine or a coffee machine because everybody wants to look good. Now let's talk about how to make money, and therefore we invented a very, very nice system where we simply invite people for a free test. We just give out vouchers and say, look, we don't want to convince you. We don't need to talk hours to you. Come and have a free test, and therefore we open up some clubs all over Europe where we invite people, give them the voucher, invite them for a free test, which people love because most people love to test something for free. They come to the clubs, and more than 50% of those people buy a lifter immediately for 2 reasons. Number 1, because the product works and they can see it immediately. And number 2, because we have finance available. So that means instead of paying hundreds of euro at once, like for a mobile phone, you pay nothing up front and very small monthly rates. And that is easy to sell. Just imagine how many of your friends could afford a mobile phone. How many of them have one now? And the same amount of number of people will have a face or body lifter in the future. So this revolution cannot be stopped of anybody. The price is right, the timing is right, the need is there. Just look around, the need is there. People are desperate for a solution that works, and we're just right there to the right time, at the right place, for the right market. Now let's
talk about money, which is important, of course. And this is very important because we make money with real customers. So you see here on the upper line with the eye lifters, you can earn some €100 on the side, which is nice. But of course, the real money is with the face and with the body lifters. So let's say I invite somebody in the club or to a party, and there's one person and he buys a body lifter for himself and a face lifter for his wife maybe. Then I already have 2 machines sold, and I just invite people, and my sponsor's doing the presentation for me. So I earned already £350, €400 on one evening. Normally, we invite 3 to 4 people. So if we invite 4 people and 2 of them buy 2 products, you sold 4 products just by handing out the voucher, and you earned £755 on one evening within 60 minutes. And now comes the best news. You don't even have to buy the products from the company. Other companies sell their distributors a lot of products in the hope that they ever sometimes sell the products to the customers. We don't do that. Our partners do not need any stock or warehouse. All they do is they sign up the customer on a piece of paper or online, send us the order, and we will send out the products to the customer within 24 to 48 hours. And they don't have to buy the products, invest for the products, store the products, wait for the money for the customer. We all do that and send the money with the bonus run that we pay out every week to the distributor. And that is a very, very nice solution. So you see here, we have partners earning hundreds, thousands, and even tens of thousands of euro just from the customers, just by presenting the product. And that is, of course, very, very simple. Just imagine in your city how many people would love to lose weight without diet or sport and look thin and nice, have tight tissue, and look much younger. So you understand how big the market is. Of course, also we want to build a nice team, so we pay out very nicely momentum bonuses. And you can see here, the higher you are in the position, the more you earn as a direct bonus on your direct partner. So you have a direct provision from £22 to £240, £5 on the volume of your direct partners. And then you can earn as a team bonus between £22 up to £223 on every partner in your team. That is the average volume from a partner is about £800. So you see here, I make very good money from the people I personally recruit and take care for them and make sales with them, and also from everybody from their team. And as you can see here, we have an average income per week, which is between 40 to 1,600 euro if you have a smaller team. If you have a middle team, it's 3,000 to 8,000 pounds. And if you have a large organization, it can be 12,000 pounds and more. And we have partners, of course, working hard in the business, building a nice team because of the strong sales of WellStar, earning 5,000 to 10,000 euro per week after only 2 months with WellStar. That's possible if somebody works hard, and it comes all from the customers, comes from the sales. So it's not only quick and high, it is sustainable. It's long term, and you even have residual income because the people that buy the lifters and the machines, of course, they buy the cosmetics after that. I mean, a machine without the hyaluron makes no sense. So it's like a printer. You buy the printer, and after that, of course, you have to buy the ink every month. And that's the same system that we have. So we have our customers hooked on our lifters and on our cosmetic, and that is, of course, the best thing that you can do. Now, we have 2 examples for you. One position is the National Vice President. What is the job? The job is get 3 directors. A director is somebody with about 10 partners, active partners in the team. So you find 3 leaders. They have 10 each, and you'll be a National Vice President around £1,600 in earning per week, around £6,400 per month, an average for an active National Vice President. If you go a little bit higher and you are a ambassador, then you will have around 5 directors in your team. Volume will be bigger, provision will be bigger, and of course the income also will be bigger, and that goes up to £8,000 per week, which I believe is quite nice. And we have some partners in Europe, because of their hard work, that did this position not after 10 or 15 years, like you know it from the normal industry, or other networks you need 3 or 4 years. We have people doing this, working very hard after 6 months, or even some after 3 months. So that's possible because the timing is right and the sales volumes are very, very high. So top positions don't need 10 years in WellStar. You can do that in a very short time if you're ready to take the necessary action. And to get people started up, we have actually two different sets that we offer them. Of course, we have no must with WellStar. Everybody can do whatever they want, but we have like two preferred programs that 95% of the partners do. The first program is the silver set. So again, as I said, people do not need any warehouse for the customers, but it makes sense to have a face or a body lifter themselves for personal use. Because if you don't use the product yourself, or if you don't have a product to demo, you will have no sales and no recruitings. So you can choose a face or a body lifter, and we will give you 9 eye lifters on top. So just by handing out the 9 lifters over the time, people can earn back the package and have it nearly for free. So it's a very, very nice set. Normally the profits are 30% if you sell products, and here for this special starter package is up to 90% in profit. So it's a very, very nice package. And then we have the gold package for those people that want to have a face and a body lifter, which is of course absolutely reasonable because you want to have both markets, you want to recruit in both markets, and then you have a face and a body lifter, and you will get 15 eye lifters on top. So again, just by handing out your eye lifters, you can earn most of your package price back. So that is, of course, a fantastic package. And here you see 125% profit. And besides your own personal usage of products, you don't need any warehouse. You can go out and have a team selling 10,000s of facelifters, and it will cost you nothing. We have partners calling us up and say, hey, I want to have 1,000 facelifters. I say, for what? Just send me in 1,000 pages with customers. I'm going to send them out. Don't spend money. Go take some action. Go work. You don't have to invest in this business to get rich. Just imagine in a traditional business, if you sell bananas, you have to buy 1 million bananas to sell 1 million bananas. Here, you don't do that. You can sell 1 million facelifters and buy one. Understand? You buy one for personal demo. Maybe you want to have one more for regularly demo in other people's faces because you don't want to share your one, but you don't need more. You don't have to invest a fortune to earn a fortune. And that is a fantastic business idea that I hopefully explained correctly for you. All right? So that is fantastic. This is what we're doing tonight. You see here, this works fantastically. You see pictures from our top earners all over Europe. And here we have down there, we have the picture of Christoph Südloh. He was with a big American telecom company before. And as we all know, the telecom rates are going down every year, and therefore the provision also goes down every year. I've been in telecom myself 7 years, and I left it early enough because there was no future in the small provisions. So from the customers, you really make no money. And I said to Christoph, look, Christoph, come here because we are 100 times more profitable with every customer than a telecom customer. And he started this, and he earned 53,000 euro in his 3rd month, and as you can see on the picture, 113,000 euro accumulated in his first 90 days. In Poland, without finance, just the first 3 months. Just imagine what is possible if you really take some action. And then on the upper side to the right, is my friend Kari from Finland, and Kari made a huge success in Finland. And normally people cannot imagine in Finland much success because it's just a few people in a big country. But this is enough to make a lot of customers and make good money. So he earned more than 150,000 euro within 90 days. And you see here now a picture of Christoph. Christoph is coming from Belgium, Christoph Meuns, and also huge success, becoming very, very successful in a short period of time. So of course, this is not a must for everybody. If you decide to get going and you make 5,000 euro in the first 9 days, then that's perfect. Just get started and see how easy and profitable you can build this business if you are serious with doing it, right? So that is, of course, very, very important. Now, that was part number 1. 22 minutes are gone, and we go now for part number 2 for the starter training, how to make 100,000 euro a year with WellStar. Actually, your first year. And for the doers, for the absolutely power people here, I will show you how to make even a little bit more. So maybe you're interested, just stay tuned. Now, let's get going, all right? And the question, of course, is what you ask yourself is very simply, how would you like to live in the future? I mean, 100,000 a year makes a difference. For most people, that is like 2, 3, 4, 5 times the income they're having right now. And it gives a lot of opportunity to put money on the side, to have a life more free, and also to have more time for the things that you really love to do. I mean, let's be honest, most people are caught up into little income and also little time, so they're not really living a happy life. So therefore, it doesn't matter if you know this market or not. The question is very simply, How big is the chance in your market to have 100,000 euro right now, this year, and to have a better life? And if the chance is not there, it's actually an easy decision to look around and make a decision for a new market. You have to be flexible. If you just look at the world, the evolution for millions of years, it's the species that survived that was flexible. Those people that stuck on the old concept, we call them the dinosaurs. Well, you all know what happened with them. They always say, but this is what I always did. They said that's why you go very quickly, because you're not ready to adapt. You have to be flexible to be successful. You have to change strategies if the old strategies don't work. So just imagine 100,000 euro more actively on the account, and even passive. And passive means it's not a lottery, you don't win it. You just build a strong customer base. That means just from the usage of customers, the money comes in every month. Follow-up money, residual income just from customer sales, because they have the lifter, so they buy the cosmetics because they want to go on using them because they see it works, and you just make the money sitting on the beach. I mean, just imagine. And this works. We already have partners having huge passive income after a very short period of time, just from the reorder of the partners and the customers. Now, do we have two plans for you prepared? We started with the plan B. The plan B is you open up a club. So a club is perfect for a professional, sales-oriented person that says, I'm a pro, I love to sell, I love to teach people how to sell, and so I will open up a social club selling. A social selling club, actually. All right, so my partners will go out and give out vouchers. The people come in with the vouchers into the club and test the products. And I have my goal to have 2 customers a week myself. So if I can imagine that, I'll have ads or vouchers or whatever I do, and I have 2 customers myself, and after 1 year I have 100 customers times 50 weeks times 2 on authorship. My every monthly earning will about 4,000 euros just from my personal activities. And then I have another goal. I do 2 or 3 parties a week to produce 5 customers a week from my team. My partners go out, they give us some vouchers, they come with the customers, I help them, and therefore I have 5 customers per week and 250 authorships after 1 year. So after 1 year, I will build up an income from 4,500 euro for my team customers, and that adds up to 8,500 euro per month. Very simple, even possible part-time activity. After 12 months, this is an income of 102,000 euro a year. And that is not too bad. This is not a huge organization. We're talking about 5 to 10 active partners in the team, handing out some vouchers, coming in with the customers, and you make 100K a year. Not bad. Small business, not bad. And the best thing is you can build this locally. I mean, I know networkers, they travel all Europe, even sometimes they have to work for 100,000 a year and spend most of the money for air tickets. This is local money. You're not going to leave your city. You don't even need a car to have that money, right? So that's perfect. And also you see here the Founder Gold Club. I will explain that in a minute. The founder income is an extra money for those people that are now one of the very first club owners or leaders that build WellStar with us, and they get a founder extra provision. Depending how big WellStar will get, it can be up to 45,000 euro extra just for opening up a club and be successful. So this could be long-term, let's say in a few years' time, 147,000 euro per year for 2 customers a week yourself and 5 customers per week from your team. So this is plan B, which I believe very exciting. You don't need to be a network professional. You don't have warehouse. You have no salary. So this is profit. You can take off from that maybe 500 euro for the rent for your little club, 20 square meters, or you share this with your partners, then you have no cost. That's it. Pure profit. Very, very interesting. Now, let's talk about the plan A, of course, and that is, of course, building a team, because plan A means it just goes a little bit more quicker, and not everybody is like a sales professional or sales oriented, but both is possible. I mean, we have a home for both. The sales oriented people, we have the best home for everybody that loves beauty and comes from the direct sales. We know all the big brands. We have people coming from all the plastic boxes brands, and cosmetic brands. They all come to us because they see, hey, this is products, we can sell them, and we make 20 times more money than before. Right, so this is fantastic. But also we have a lot of networkers coming here and doing huge business with building a team. So let's just see what you have to have. You have to have 3 requirements to accomplish this goal. Number 1 is, if you want to really build business, then do not misunderstand. You don't build a team by accident. There's too many networks around there telling people rubbish like you bring 3 people and by chance you explode and you have 1 million. And that's why people lose confidence in this industry, because there's so many networkers, cheating people into their company by telling them false stories. And that is absolutely not good. You need to know, if you really want to make 100,000 euro a year, which only 1% of all Europeans are earning, then you have to perform like a 1%, right? That is very important. So you need a 90-day massive action plan. I'll show you in a minute. Everybody can do it. Everybody has the time to do that, right? You just have to have the right strategy. Number 2, you need to have the right unique product for a residual income. If you sell nutritionals, which are equally sold in any shop, or telecom service, which you can buy in any corner, you will never have a residual income, because the customers will not stay with you, because they can buy any products similar to those or nearly similar for a better price in any corner. So what you really need is a unique product so you can really build up a residual income, which we have. Our cosmetic must be ionized, and ionized cosmetic to work with the lifters, you will only get from WellStar. And that is a unique situation, because our customers with the lifters can only buy from us. Therefore, we have a guaranteed or forced passive income. And number 3, as you can read it already, and I thought you know it, massive action. All right, so the best idea is nothing worth with massive action. I love my my beloved trainer, Anthony Robbins, said, if you find the right idea in a good business, there's only one thing you have to do: work your ass off for 5 years. And the good news is here, you don't have to do that for 5 years, but you have to work your ass off. If you're not ready to take massive action, then forget the dream about being financially free. This is a business for people that are ready to take some action and use the perfect timing, but without massive action, there is no perfect timing, okay? So let's have a look at the first position in the Fast Start, and you see the first thing that you have to understand is we have a Fast Start program where within the first 4 weeks, you can earn a position for permanent provision income, all right? That means very simply, if you work 4 weeks very hard and you go for the director or president position, you will have that position permanent for minimum 1 year, direct or even lifetime. So if you work 1 month full power, and let's say the RVP, regional vice president position, is a 180 euro position, instead of distributor position, 27 euro, you'll have 150 euro more from each partner you personally recruit in your frontline and downline, because you work full power for 4 weeks. So what do I want to tell you is sit with your sponsor and go crazy for 4 weeks. Don't sleep, don't drink, don't eat, go nuts, because you want to be regional vice president or national vice president in your first 4 weeks. And that always starts with the first Friday plus 4 weeks. So today it's Monday. So till Friday, it's even week 0. And then you have another 28 days. So I think till today is 33 days. And the best distributor we have comes from Belgium. It's Marleen Verschuren. And she did the national vice president, highest position, in 3 days. So you have 11 times more time than her to do the top position. And she just did, crazy work. She went into action. It was 3 days before the end of the month, and she desperately wanted to be MVP. So she took massive action and made her MVP. All right? So sit together with your sponsor, make the national vice president plan, and check out what you really need to go that massive, and take massive action immediately. To be very honest, I will explain it to you in a minute also for a nice plan, but the first thing to go MVP is actually that you work on 3 legs, okay? And these 3 legs is very, very important. You have to find 3 leaders. With them, you build a structure of distributors, okay? Because if you want to do it all on your own, you will not do the volume of an MVP. So you need a team, and the first thing you want to do is you want to recruit 3 leaders. Minimum director, maybe RVP. All right, so with these 3 people, you want to build 10 to 20 people. Now, you will say, how on earth can I recruit 50 people in my downline? Very simple. Recruit 5 people the first day, and recruit with each of them 10 people within the next week. And you're going to have 50 people after 1 week. So, of course, you'd say, but I don't know if they find 10 people. For sure, they'll find 10 people if they call 20 people. This is just a question of action, finding partners, recruiting people for a business, for a product like this. Has nothing to do about luck. This has only to do something about if you will take the necessary number of action, because let's say you call 30 people and 20 say no, you will sign up 10. So you will just call up 30 people times 3 with 3 leaders. You do 90 phone calls and you're an MVP. Very simple. All right. So there's no magic in being successful. There's only discipline and massive action. All right. So let's have a look. What you should do. Number one is, of course, the 96,000 euro active income. This is the MVP, and this is the fastest income that you earn from every partner with volume, with customers joining in your downline. All right. Now, how are you going to do this? Number one is in the week number 1, you got to recruit 4 first-line partner. That means direct partners, all right? So that first week, you already make 1,100 euro. That's nice. Pocket money on the side, forget it. The important thing is you're going to recruit 4 partners, right? With these 4 partners, you just want to really recruit people that have a little bit of a brain, all right? People that really have goals, that are motivated, they're not just sit there, don't know what they want. Really just check and ask them, look, if you have the chance of a lifetime, are you serious to take some massive action? And if they don't clearly say yes, then don't recruit them. For what? You know, so recruit 4 leaders, okay, and from that 4, you take those that really want to go action and go deep with 3 of them. And how do you do that? Because you start working with them. Talk to your sponsor. We have a system available of webinars, of meetings, training, success days. Everything is there. You just have to go and visit there. And of course, the most important thing is to do the small presentations with your sponsor. The fastest way to get people started, which I even do when I start new people, and I do that regularly, I go there or they come here with 10 people. And I recruit from that 10 people, 5 to 10, I recruit for them in their first line. I talk one-to-one to them about their goals, about the possibility, what is your life goal, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Explain them the product bonus plan. After 60 minutes, they're in. All right, so this is very important that you don't do this yourself. You're going to do this with your sponsor and build the first 3 legs, and then you help your downline. Again, if you're new, you help your downline with your sponsor to build deep. All right, and then of course after 4 weeks you can earn 3, 4, 5,000 euro. Again, to get this, that's pocket money. Put it on the side. Important key is go for MVP, National Vice President, 3 legs. All right. Now, if you have 3 legs, what you're doing next? You have 1 year time. What are you doing next? You build a sustainable, structured business, and that means, as you can see already, you want to build 5 levels deep. Of course, you never know if you recruit 3, will those 3 legs stay stable? So once in a while, you have to recruit more people because you want to have the 3 best people, not the 3 only people, all right? If you only recruit 3, you might always ask yourself, are they still motivated? Will they be active or whatever? But let's say you recruit 10 or 20 or 30, the more people you recruit first line in your first year, the bigger the chance that you have 3 strong legs going crazy in the depth, right? Once you have this, you take care for them, you visit with them the meetings, the training, and you just check for proper duplication. We will teach you the whole process. You come to the meetings and trainings, and therefore you will have, after a few weeks, maybe 2 levels deep, proper duplication, 3 levels deep, proper duplication, and 4 levels deep. And now let's have a look at this. If you have 243 partners in your 5th level, maybe after 5 months, maybe after 2 years, who cares? As long as you have them, and they have an average of 2 to 3 customers with about 2 PV monthly, and you get 20%, up to 20% on your 5th level, times 243 distributors, this is a passive residual income from the customer volume from 8,743 euro additionally to the fastest income that you already get. So you get a 96,000 already from the new people joining with their new customer. They buy the facelift, the body lift, that is the first money, fastest money, and now you get the residual income, you get another 100,000. All right, and if you have a calculator and you followed up this very carefully, now we are already talking about 200,000 euro with 3 legs that you're building right in the area. Again, this you can build local. 243 times 2 customers, that's 500 customers. I mean, come on, if you need 500 customers, you don't have to travel the world. I believe you have 500 customers in the city where you live, in the area where you live. You don't have to travel the country or the world for that, right? Now, the last point is, of course, the Founder Club. Founder Club is like a WellStar share program. All right, we don't sell shares, especially not to outsiders, but we give income shares to our leaders. And that means we give a percentage of our yearly turnover to our top leaders, but just to a certain number of top leaders. So let's say for the National Vice President, the first 200 qualified MVP founders. And there's not many yet because we just started. So if you go now full power and you become one of the first 200, right, and take some action, and do it within the next 12 months, you have a pretty good chance to do so, all right, then you get a founder bonus on top. And this, of course, depending on the size of wealth, it can be a 50,000, an 80,000, 100,000. On the top, it can be up to 225,000 euro extra per year on top to the normal income. So I believe if you calculate everything of this together, we have a nice sum up. Now let's have a look. Plan A, active income 96,000 euro. Nice. Passive income 104,000 euro. Nice. If you take the action. And then founder income, because you now start to take some action, 225,000 euro extra founder money. How many stocks do you have to buy for that? None. You get them for free. Nice. Put them all three together and you have 425,000 euro if you take massive action now. And trust me, I will not carry this business after you. If you don't get this, if you don't see the beauty device revolution coming, you're like one of those people like 10 years ago that said, I don't believe that anybody will have a mobile phone. Now look around. There were even people that did not believe that everybody will have a smartphone. You know, I read an interview when the Apple iPhone started in 2007 because I love this interview. And there was an interview with a Nokia CEO. And they asked, like, are you getting nervous because Apple just sold 1 million iPhones in their first 90 days? And he was like, who cares? It's Apple. Are we selling 1 million Nokia phones a day? Yeah, right. But that changes. They sold less and less and less because they didn't have a smartphone in place, and Apple sold more and more and more. And where's Nokia now? They're off the market. And that's the same with all the traditional beauty companies that just sell creams. We don't care. We're not scared, of the multi-billion euro cream companies. We're not, because for us they are just another Nokia, and we are Apple. We are the only high technology company in direct sales, and we will rule. And if you understand this, and if you have the vision and want to be a part of that, then you sit together with your sponsor and you make a serious plan, so you deserve to be one of our leaders and write history with WellStar and be part of that beauty device revolution. Right? So there's three things you have to do. All right, put them down, please, on your piece of paper, just in case you have one. If not, then get something on quickly or put on the Word program in your computer, whatever you want to do. The number one is, of course, the three steps you have to do to be successful. Number one is informing people. But please don't call them just up and tell them some rubbish. Inform them well, inform them professional. Nowadays, good people are used to get proper information. So they want to get a phone call with somebody like, on Facebook, but they look fantastic. That is so old school, so forget about that. We have manager magazines to send out per PDF. We have fantastic product movies. Just ask the sponsor, and he will send you the right links with proper, highly professional information so you can contact good people on a professional way and share the information about that beauty device revolution. Number two, if you want to recruit people, you can use these webinars like you saw tonight, and I hope you like it. All right, I hope I was not too motivated for you, but you understand this is the vision. Right? We were excited because we have a reason to be excited. So get the excitement through. Don't try to present yourself. Use the tools. You don't want to become a super presenter. It takes too long time. You want to be a super inviter for the tools that are already there. So there's meetings everywhere. There's a webinar that you can use every Monday, or you ask for a local webinar of your leader, and you just get people there and make sure your top contacts use that material. They use the webinar and they use the meetings, all right? And number three is most important thing is nothing has value if you do not become better. The more you become, the more you will get. If you don't become more, you will not get more. To get more, you have to become more, and you have to do more. So training, personal development in this business as like a person is super important. I have so many people that just stand in front of this business and say, but can I really become successful? I say, yes. If you're really ready to learn this, if you're really ready to grow, if you're really ready to take action, I promise you success, because the timing is perfect. There's no other place in the whole world that gives you more potential success than this company to this timing with this product. I hope you liked my presentation. That was Christian Wiesner from the headquarters of Berlin. I wish you all a fantastic, wonderful evening, and I'll see you back next Monday online. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.